This week's money moment is the irrefutable. It's irrefutable, I tell you. You can't argue with it. I'm sure people will, though. The received wisdom about growing your fan base is wrong-headed. And how this can help you grow your tribe and even make better music, believe it or not. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Apart from DJs, who are a special case, who downloads music anymore? I mean, how many people, like, if you think about the vast majority of people who listen to music, what do you reckon? I mean, this is going to be a total guess, right? But what do you reckon the percentage of people who actually download music anymore is compared to the record buying public?
Matt says nobody. Bianco, nobody, all caps. And Stromcraft, my aunt.
Okay.
Everyone streams. Imano, nobody.
Yeah, the fact, I think it's a fact. I think it's fair to say it's a fact that most people don't, shall we say. I don't think it's nobody, but it's just most people don't, right? So from that fact, and I'm agreeing with that fact, the common sense would say there's no point in offering downloads to attract potential fans, right? It's common sense, isn't it? So we have a fact, and we've used common sense to come up with a thing not to do. Okay? So I think we're all agreed on that. What I want you to do, yeah, and I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Many people say this, including some absolutely great trainers in the music marketing space, who I think are absolutely wonderful. I've heard them say this over and over again. This kind of thing. Yeah. So what I'm going to ask you to do right now is to choose one of your favorite pieces of music. So we did this, didn't we? When we've been developing this workshop where we're doing. So what was the piece of music you chose, Arash?
K Tronada remix of Be Your Girl, Teaser Moses.
Yeah, and we listened to it, didn't we? Oop. Yeah. And Luke, what was the piece of music that you chose?
I think it was a Flying Lotus track.
Yeah, what was it? It was the... Oh, yeah, it was really good anyway. I can't remember which one I chose, but anyway. So has everybody chosen one of their favourite pieces of music? And make sure it's something that the first time you heard it, that it totally got you, it blew you away. Yeah. So everyone, you got to put that piece of music in your mind right now. And what I want you to imagine is something, a little thought experiment, yeah? Imagine that you've not heard this track before and you do not know the artist who made it. That's important. So just pretend that is the case. Yeah? Now, you're scrolling through a feed, and if you don't do social media like me, then just pretend you are, right? You are scrolling through a feed and you hear this track for the first time. Yeah, this track that totally got you the first time you heard it, and it's one of your favorite pieces of music. In that situation, let me ask you a question. Would you give your email address to download it? Post in the chat.
One person says yes. Tim says yes. Matt, I've done that before. Quambo, yeah. M. Stromcraft, yes. Techno Assassin, yeah. Richard, yes. Paul, yes. Super El Mundo, no. B Mono, yeah. Gagoon, honestly, I would do a quick search on Spotify. Robin, yes. Globehair, yes. Simon, yep. Mike, yes. David, yes. Sarah, yep. Ianku, nope. Takes too much time. Too much friction. Yes, no doubt. Yes, probably. Yes, yep, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
The people who are saying no, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not in your mind, and I'm not you. And I'm sure there's always going to be people who say no. Yeah, so I totally agree with you. But it would be interesting that if you actually heard that piece of music in that situation, would you really not put your email address in? Maybe you wouldn't. It's absolutely fine. But put it this way. as you can see, we've verified. I mean, put it this way: everyone I have asked says yes. Yeah, and I've not asked lots and lots of people, but I have asked a fair few. Yeah, and as you can see in the comments, most people would say yes. Yeah, and by the way, I've asked musicians and non-musicians alike. Yeah, so this isn't just musicians. Yeah, I think that it's fair to say that most people, not everyone, 100% of the time, for the right piece of music at the right time, would put their email address in to download something. Now, I just want to be clear about something here. This is not a defense of downloads. I'm not sure I spelt defense right there. It's one of those words I can never work out whether it's the C or an S. But anyway, this is not a defense of downloads. Yeah. This is more of a demonstration for you of how common sense, even common sense that is based upon verifiable facts, can create unhelpful assumptions. Is this making sense to people? Yeah, I'm not saying you must offer downloads. That's not what I'm saying at all. I just want to demonstrate something to you, that why it's really, really important, yeah, that you question the received wisdom and assumptions. Yeah, because I don't actually care about whether it's a download or not a download, or an email address or not an email address. Yeah, I care that you question the received wisdom. You question your own assumptions. Yeah, because often they're damaging. Now, specifically, here's how the downloads don't work anymore these days assumption is damaging. First of all, it creates an impossibility mindset, and I have misspelt that, an impossibility mindset, okay? And it's kind of similar to saying, oh, I'm lazy, or I need to use, well, maybe not I need to use discipline, but I'm lazy, yeah? Is that you're putting a kind of barrier on something that could actually work, that could be helpful to you. Yeah, it's like a blank wall. It's a big blank wall you can't pack. It doesn't work anymore. All right, I'm going to throw it out. Yeah? Because one way of looking at this is, if less people would do it, then what does that mean, Luke, for the people who do it?
If less people would do it, it means they're taking advantage of a kind of a rare opportunity.
Right, but what does it mean about the people who would do it? If less people would do this thing, right, if it's harder to get people to do this thing, what does it mean about the people who do the thing you're asking them to do?
Okay, I missed.
That's okay.
So it means that they're more likely to be like bigger fans. They're more
Right.
likely to be music lovers.
Yeah.
They're more likely to be.
If you're doing something that is more friction, that means that they're more qualified in marketing terms. Yeah, they want it more. Right? So by not doing this thing, you actually say, well, actually, I don't want to identify who the people, who the best people are. I just want everyone. Right? So is a higher bar a bad thing? No, it's definitely not a bad thing. In fact, it can be a very good thing. I mean, do you just want anyone? Or do you want the people who really want the thing that you've got?